Hi everybody, and welcome to today's grocery store haul. Actually, it was yesterday and I filmed it for all of you, and then we will get back and I'll talk to you a little bit about the rest of my day. Right inside the door, you always see their deeply discounted items, and I normally don't buy much of anything in there. But we are going to get another jar of pickles. My husband absolutely loves them, and we make refrigerator pickles with them. And that I had in a previous video. So here is where you see a lot of the prepackaged items. I usually don't buy much of anything on here. And they still have the mashed potatoes. I cannot believe that people are not buying them up. I did want to get some foil pans, and they are 3 for $1, and some of them are 6 for $1. Going down the aisle, we like to look and see what bulk food they have. I do buy things there occasionally, but not too often. What you will find me doing is going to the reduced produce section. And here you can see that I always like to buy stuff here at $1. I'll take a lot of these home with me, and I froze some and I make other things with them like jams and jellies. I like to look at the vegetables to see what I can find, if there's any sales, which sometimes they do have sales, and I always look at the organic chicken to see what for sales they have there. And now it's time to go home, put everything away. Well, welcome back everyone. It was a really quick grocery store haul, so I really didn't get a whole lot of food, and you're seeing that in a lot of my videos. They're like $20 hauls, $30 hauls. So basically what I am doing is, because I have so much food on hand, I'm only buying the things that help, go with it. So like this, buying like produce and lettuce, and I'm buying a few things that help go with the food that I have in my pantry. I talk a lot about Little House on the Prairie and Carolyn Ingalls and their pantries of the 1800s, and one of the things that is so important in a pantry like that is potatoes, carrots, cabbage, onions, beets. All of these things are root crops which last many months if they're in a cool, dry place. But one of the things that we as modern people have, we can buy fresh food. So we can buy tomatoes and lettuce and peppers and all of those things. And that's what you find me buying these days in my pantry hauls and the grocery store hauls. I like to go and get things like that. Then you will see me buy some other items here and there. So we do eat hot dogs, but we only eat like the Hebrew Frank hot dogs, or we eat the more expensive hot dogs that are all beef and don't have the nitrates in them. Now, I'm not considered a health guru or somebody that's really into healthy cooking so much as I'm just an everyday girl that likes to cook all kinds of foods. But we don't eat a lot of prepackaged food, and we don't eat a lot of processed food. I do like my Cheese Whiz. So I do like my Cheese Whiz, and I do recan cheese. But other than that, we don't eat a whole lot of highly processed foods, and we're getting more and more away from that. You'll see me making homemade pizza, homemade bread, but we are not like health conscious when it comes to, we'll use butter, we use lard, we use things like that. We just try not to use so much processed foods. And when you go to the discount grocery store, buying processed foods can be hard not to buy them, because at the discount grocery store, the big items, the big part of the store is highly processed food. But once in a while, you can get half gallons of pickles and half gallons of sauerkraut that isn't highly processed and things like that. Now, I am going to have a large garden this year, but there's only a certain amount of things that I can plant. So we have deer, and we have lots of deer. We also have some coyote. We have coyote right now that is actually getting into our woods. And of course, we had fox. So we have a lot of wildlife. But these things I can plant. I can plant tomatoes, cucumbers. I can plant beets. For some reason, I don't have deer problems with that. And I am going to be trying to plant some green beans in between my tomatoes. I'm going to try to trick my deer, and we're going to see if that helps. If that doesn't, we're going to be planting green beans in the greenhouse. So, and of course, spinach. The deer won't eat the spinach for some reason. I'm not sure, because I would think they would love that. But I do have a lot of raised garden beds, and I'm working on them around the house where I'm going to be planting my spinach. Today was a really big day for me as I edit this video for you. Working outside, it is really getting cold. We still have the wood stove on a little bit. We are only using the wood stove in the morning and just to get the dampness out of the air. We are now using all of our free wood, so we are finishing out the year with our free wood. Next year, we will have all of the free wood that we need to heat. So our son-in-law did some clearing of some land, and he was given the opportunity to have all of the wood. And so we will be able to heat our house with all of the wood. He already cut it down, but it has to season for a year. So we're really excited about that. You will be seeing us going to some different grocery stores coming up just to give it a try to see what it's like. And I'll let you know on that what we think about that. And I can't wait to go to the next thrift store because it is open. It's just, it's a little bit of a distance to our house. And so we don't like putting a lot of miles on our vehicle. We get some breaks, tax breaks, if we don't have as many miles on our vehicle. So we try to keep it down. You have to keep, it's emissions, not tax breaks, excuse me. So if you only use a certain amount of gas mileage on your vehicle, you get free of emissions. And we are under the mileage. And so we don't like to travel very far, and then we save on that. Okay, that's what it is. All of these things, it's stuff that my husband does. And if I misspeak when I talk about certain finances or something, please be aware that I've never been one to be interested in the finances in the past. Growing up, I didn't grow up with financial, I just didn't do any finances. So I'm just a homemaker, I just don't know much about these things, but we don't have as many mileage on our car, on our vehicle, because we don't have to have emissions then, which saves us a lot of money. So that's what we'd like to do. So that's why you don't see us going far away. And we are going some places though. You will be seeing my husband and I go to some places. We are doing some small things, and I find that gives me the happiest memories, just little things in life. You know, I traveled the world as a little girl. My parents helped with missionaries. But you know what? The fondest memories that I have of my parents were not traveling to Haiti or Jamaica or to Mexico. My fondest memories were sitting in the truck with my dad while we would go to Selinsgrove, Pennsylvania to pick up mobile home parts. My dad was a retirement mobile home salesman. He had numerous mobile home parks for retired people only, 55 and older, and they were beautiful, immaculate parks. So he was a mobile home salesman with these parks and had these parks. And so those are the memories I have, just going with my dad on every day. We had to haul garbage. Every Thursday in the morning, we would take and go around the parks and pick up the garbage and things like that. I used to help my dad mow. I had the hand trimmers, and I would trim around the laundromat at the parks and some of the parks that they paid my dad to do the mowing because they couldn't do it. So there's something about me, which I have lots of videos on in the past in my videos. Oh, I have a treasure trove of archive videos where I share with you my life in big, intimate details. And I wish those videos would get viewed and watched because they are so much fun to make, and it just shares with you a different part of my life. Also, I want to give you an update. I don't like doing this, but it seems like every time I do it, it helps me out. So all of a sudden I woke up and I was missing subscribers again. And I know with subscribers and with views, it comes and goes like a roller coaster ride. 1 minute you're up, 1 minute you're down. But whenever I give a call to action and say, can you look to see if you're still subscribed? All of a sudden, I get 20 overnight that said they were unsubscribed. This is extremely frustrating for me because I don't want to spend 5 minutes every video saying, could you please subscribe to my channel if you're not, or can you look to see if you are? But if I don't do that, people get unsubscribed, and it's really getting me frustrated because I don't know why YouTube does it to all of us. And I think it is I just don't understand it. But I say it, and people read the comments. People are like, I was unsubscribed, Tessie, and I know I was subscribed to you 2 days ago. So just make sure. And I'm going to try to say it in different videos because it does make a big difference. Because when you subscribe back to my channel, it boosts me and it gives me more ratings that are better. And when my ratings are better, then they show me to new people. See, you have to be like a revolving door on YouTube. I have to keep people coming and keep people going, keep people coming, keep people going. Or you become stagnant and then nobody sees your videos. And so I'm sitting here, all this work, and nobody sees the videos. I know. It doesn't seem fair and it doesn't seem right, but who said life was fair and who said life was right? Right? Thanks a lot for chatting with me today this Wednesday evening. I did have a Wednesday morning video, and that was a product video, and that was about our solar unit, which I'm sure most people are not interested in, but I know there's a few people that I ask through the years about our solar, and that just shares a little more with all of you. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you guys again tomorrow. Bye, everybody.